Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going over a distribution setup that I had on EURUSD. So this distribution was a little bit confusing because I want it to be a redistribution, but I'll show you guys what my major keys were regardless. If you want to comment as this, or if you want to say this is a distribution or a redistribution. If you think it's a distribution or a redistribution, put it in the comment section. Let me know which one you think it is. But either way, I knew it was popping and I was able to find this opportunity. So I will show you guys. So I'm just going to head over to a blank broker just so you guys can kind of see what I was looking at first. Okay, so I was here maybe around this time. So let's go to a lower time frame. Now, we were clearly in down structure, high, low, lower high, lower low. So I'm just looking for the natural retracement and where I can get in this opportunity. So I see this huge drive of price pushing down. So okay, I'm looking at this retracement scenario over here, and then I see 3 drives up. So naturally, and I talk about this in the either upcoming video, because yeah, this is probably gonna come out first. The first thing you're looking for is your UTAD, your UT, and your buying climax, and we can change this later. The opposite of a buying climax is an AR. Okay, if you have an area where it paused in between, so the buying climax and the AR in this area over here, this generally should be your PS. Again, all this stuff can change. Make sure your labels aren't on your candles or you will get called out. Okay, and now we're gonna label our trading range. Okay, so your first 5 steps is UTAD, UT, BC, AR. Technically it's your trading range, and then PS after. Okay, I don't like it this bold, I can't deal. Okay, we make a trading range, we make a trading range because we need to see when price is going in and out this area. Okay, so let me move my trading range. So here, we're going to start with the bodies. You guys can use the bodies or the wicks, and I'll tell you when we're going to test the wicks. Okay, so naturally, this is what we have here. Okay, so to me, we don't really have a test here because it came outside the trading range. You can call this all of an MSAL or call this a test, but for me, a test is something like this where it kind of just comes close. So if we use the bodies of the BC right here, to me, this would be a test. Okay, so this candle, it did come out. Only this candle closed below the trading range, so we can call this a test as well. Where the difference with the MSAL, we have major price outside the trading range. So I'll call that a minor sign of weakness. Okay, so now when I was saying it could be a redistro versus a distro, well, technically, having a selling climax and then a BC/AR, if you're going down, schematic down, then that is a redistribution. So let me explain that to you guys. So this should be your basic market cycle explanation, but sometimes we forget about it. So a down, as when price moved down, went across, we got a schematic. So say this was an accumulation, right? Spring. So when I say down schematic, whatever type of schematic prints, and then the entry brings price up, that's a down schematic up. So that's an accumulation. So an up schematic, so aka distro, down is a distro. So up schematic, down is a distro. Now a down schematic down is a redistro. Okay, so your climax, if you have a huge drop and then a situation and then you're dropping again, it should be a redistro. So that's the reason why I was saying EURUSD, and I'll show you guys the actual trading example right here, what I actually had. So I kind of moved it around, but I was kind of trying to label this a down, an AR schematic, but I wasn't really getting a good trading range this way. So technically it'd be a down schematic, down as a redistro, because this technically isn't a buying climax because then it just buy all the way up. So that's that. But let's just not talk about that for 3 hours and get back into the trade. because when I was trying to make it into a redistro, my trading range wasn't giving what I was trying to do. Okay, so we got this MSAL, you guys. We got this UTAD. Now, listen here. So generally speaking, like I said before, the structure here. I was looking right here for a distro that never gave. So we have this high and a low. I'm going to use replay mode for you guys, right? Because this was before it happened. That was the high and the low. And then once I got an MSAL, okay, cool. And then I got my UTAD and the price dropped and gave me a new low, and we actually continued structure. I'm not saying break a structure, because break a structure when price goes in a different direction. We continued structure. That's when I said, okay, well, that's another major key for us to sell this opportunity. And we didn't just get a wick, we got bodies closed below. So that's when I was like, okay, let's set it up, let's set it up. So coming back here. Okay, so I said, which point of interest? Now, here I looked at the body, so let me push this to the body. Okay, so I have imbalance here, here, here. So you should always be using the highest imbalance. So let me go to a lower time frame. Let me go to higher time frame. Let me go 2 hour, etc. Okay, so I'll go on my regular trade so you guys can see again. On this broker, because it wasn't really giving on that broker, that's why I use a Wanda. But I like to draw my example so I don't lose them. On a Wanda, okay, so I actually used the wick. On a Wanda, there's a clear, this is the highest imbalance. So we have imbalance here, 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 and we can't trade all these. So this didn't align with the trading range because the entry would have been here, right? So this one up here, the imbalance is a little bit higher. But we can just allow this area for a little bit of drawdown, right? This is a 7.5 stop loss. So I set my imbalance all the way up here, but I needed to get tapped in, so I set it at the trading range first. Okay, so actually this trade did not get activated by 3 pipettes, and that was an MT4 part, because your MT4 numbers may not necessarily match your trading view numbers. So I always check them, and I did check them, but I don't think I zoomed in enough, and I was literally off by 3 pipettes because there's no drawdown in these type of trades. So there's pros and cons to no drawdown, you guys. I'm telling you, like, you can have a 7.5 pip stop loss and no drawdown, but sometimes drawdown gets you in the trade, so make sure you're super precise. So if I used a body, obviously it would have been great, but this is what it was. Okay, so we got in with the trading range alignment. I still had room for the full imbalance in case it came up to here. I still had enough area for drawdown. My stop loss is above the first candle or the second one, wick or body. It's not over here to the left. It's not extra pips or spread, all this type of stuff. And then my take profit is equal lows. So it's 10.75, which is good. If it's 11, it would have been down here, but I don't make over 11. So we got topped out right away. So that's how this distribution worked. Hopefully you guys got value. If you guys have any questions, ask in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.